Hi, everyone. As Gemma just mentioned, my name is Pilar Navarro, and I work on SAP. And I'm actually in charge of search engine marketing in EMEA, even though I'm based in Madrid, in Spain. And today, as Gemma mentioned, I'm going to be discussing about the topic of why SEO and PPC are better together, and co-hosting this presentation together with Michiel Das. And each of us are going to provide a different view out of this topic. In my case, it will be from a business-to-business perspective, and he's going to do the same for business-to-consumer. Let me go to the agenda of these are the different topics I'm going to talk about. However, for those of you who do not know what SAP is a long-time trusted leader in transforming businesses. And this idea of trust can be summarized in three main numbers, as you can see here. 76% of the world's transactions is touching an SAP system. 98% of the top 100 most valued brands are SAP customers. And in 2015, we had a revenue in cloud subscription and support of 2 million euros. You can imagine how this idea of trust, having our customers trusting in us, trusting in our technology, and even with new kind of technologies coming up, it's key for us. SAP in numbers. We are the world's largest provider of enterprise application software. Here you can see some figures about how many customers we have, 355,000, or even the number of years that we've been in the market, 45 years. Looking at the number of employees, 87,000 employees. Just so you know, I've been in the company for quite a few years, and my company, my employee ID is 16,000. So you can imagine now how huge the company has become out of this number of employees. Digitalization is the next way of change. And we are actually seeing this in the way consumers are behaving, right? 94% of the B2B buyers, they conduct an online research before even taking a decision about making an online acquisition, right? We are seeing this trend of people, before reaching out to a sales representative, they just prefer to conduct personal online research to find basic information about a company. There is a Forrester study called The Death of B2B Salesmen that talks about the preference of 59% of people that prefer to do that search online before getting in contact with a sales representative that will drive the conversation more on a sales kind of focus, and they want to get that research with no pressure on it, right? Most of you may know what search is, right? Search, it's a marketing channel, and it's mainly targeting people at the moment that they search for information, right? There are two kind of type of search tactics that we call, one is organic and the other one is paid. But either one or the other, they are very high intent tactics, as we are the people that are actually actively searching for something, they have an interest on getting information about a topic. And this is very important to know, and just to let you know how important search is. Organic SEO is actually the process of bringing organic traffic to a website, right? And organic traffic is actually based on SEO optimized metadata composed by keywords and actually content, right? And this is what it's also called natural search. Whenever you type a keyword on a search query, all the results that you get naturally popping up which is, let me see if I can here. Those are organic or natural search, right? There is a lot of work behind companies optimizing continuously their website in order to appear on top ranking of the page. It is one marketing tactic that has a very high conversion because it's a trusted tactic, right? And the cost is much lower than the one of paid, right? What is pay search? Pay search is also called pay per click because we actually only pay when people click on our ad. If people don't click, we don't spend budget actually. So this is actually kind of a business relationship with where the advertiser actually pays each time a user click on our ads, right? And we usually have a couple of objectives when we do run paid search campaigns. Is that we, in some cases, we want to drive awareness out of certain solutions, and we do a lot of paid search on broad terms. And then on the other side, we want also to get conversions and demand generation. And that's where, we get the highest conversion out of branded terms, right? And the pros of running a paid search campaign is that it's very easy to run a paid search campaign, and very easily you can get a top position for a certain query or keyword or topic that you wanna focus on. The cons is that it's becoming more and more expensive because there's such a reduced space where all companies want to be for a specific certain competitive terms. And we have to raise our bids in order to get a top position. So that's basically, well, most of the search engines are the most popular that we use, at least on SAP in Europe. It's Google together with Yandex, right? Yandex in Russia, you've seen the presentation before. In the US, they also use Bing and Yahoo. This is a little bit, at a glance, the scope of our search program in EMEA and EMEA. You can see that we're covering 25 different countries and 19 different languages. We do run both SEO and PPC. SEO, it's crucial, it's key for our company. Having a natural rank position in search engines platforms. On the other side, with PPC, we just raise awareness and sometimes convert for specific terms. In my area, which is PPC, this year, based on the number of priorities and countries and campaigns, we are running 1,500 different campaign versions, covering all those countries that I mentioned and the languages. So you can imagine it is a huge project. Okay, sorry, let me go. This is just a snapshot of all the different campaign pages, landing pages that we need to work on. We need to localize, we need to work with local countries to, localization reviews and all that. It's really a huge project. When looking at the lead funnel for search, there's a common trend that a user, whenever they go to a search engine, they usually start utilizing broad terms when they don't have too much knowledge about a topic, right? And that's how the lead funnel kind of starts. This is the phase of awareness, right? It is when we don't know about something, we just type one word, maybe two words, and depending as much as we start refining the search and going through that search journey, right? We start understanding, what's happening in the market. Some brands start popping up, right? Because they are getting a top position, and you're making kind of your mind about, and adding branded keywords into the process that as long as you go down to the funnel. And this is exactly what we do at SAP.